Okay, suckers. Once again, I have to re-record Finally Friday. Let's see here. It is actually Friday today, and normally I record a Finally Friday and upload it before Friday, and it gets published and goes live for everybody to see at 8 a.m. Central Time on Friday. But, as happens, frickin' technical difficulties, the camera, well, it was recording, but it wasn't recording sound. No idea why. May have to do with the fact that I was using a new microphone. I don't know. There's no good reason for it. So anyway, here we go again, but this one's special because it is actually Friday night. It's 8:30 p.m. I'm going to record this right now. I'm going to edit it as soon as I get home, and we will go. It will go up before midnight, making it fresh, super fresh. If you don't mind getting your Finally Friday served late. Oh, thank goodness he's getting out of the way. I was going to say I'm going to pass this food as soon as it's legal, and guess what? I don't have to pass if he gets out of the way. Check it, suckers. A vehicle that just works. Woohoo! Man, this is not my favorite vehicle I own, but it is definitely my favorite bike. 2 days ago on Wednesday, I rode my SAS, my Super Adventure S, from here in Kansas all the way in South Dakota in one day to pick up my Jeep because my Jeep is getting an engine swap. And I recorded a Finally Friday, and I was really happy with it. It was like fun, and you could see like the South Dakota surroundings. It was cool, and of course, for no good reason, it didn't record. This camera was recording, so if there was anything behind me worth looking at, I might just put B-roll of that up because at least then I get to use some footage. Anyways, so that drive was pretty cool. We're trying to think of everything that I told you that I want to talk about now. So one thing was that drive went better than last time when I did it 6 weeks ago, because that's about how long it took to do the engine swap. Because I had a sleeping bag behind me, and I used that as like a backrest, and I could also just sit up on the seat behind me and like rest my butt. It was like an air cushion. It was very nice. Anyways, so I got out there, I freaking picked up my Jeep. It was freaking awesome. Also, when I was out there, I got to visit my grandpa because he lives very close to that area, so that was really cool. That was fun. It was a good time. So then I drove back just yesterday all day, and I got home late, and I didn't get home till after midnight, and I was prepared to stay up till like 3 in the morning editing the Finally Friday I had recorded so that it could go up at 8 a.m. But you know, like 1 a.m. I got the footage on the computer, and I was like, God damn! Anyway, I'm surprised it didn't work, so I was like, well, I guess I'll just have to record Finally Friday tomorrow. Anyway, so what else did I would talk about? So I've registered almost all my vehicles now, or I should take it back. I've gotten almost all of them inspected because all my vehicles are registered in Maryland. I have to take them all to the highway inspection. As of today, I have all of them done except the 650. What I did the day before I left, so Tuesday, I drove 15 minutes on one bike to there, sat like actually an hour in line with the bike, and I got inspected. Rode back 15 minutes and did the same thing 2 more times. So I did 3 bikes, and I was going to do the 650 last. And I had it on the tender, battery was full, and I turned the key, nothing. So the 650, something's wrong with it. It's probably simple. There's obviously some kind of draw or parasitic leak on there that's making it not retain power, but now it just won't, it's acting like it doesn't have power, whatever. So I couldn't ride that, couldn't take it there. Wouldn't matter if I could trailer it because they want to see the odometer and it's digital, so there's no way it would go through inspection. So anyways, that kind of sucked. So I took the 650 and I put it on my trailer last night. So now my SAS and my 650 are on that trailer. The SAS, the touring bike, needs its maintenance. It needs an oil change now. And the 650 needs to get looked at. I'm going to take them both to my local shop once the Jeep works. Yeah, I kind of gave away the ending of that story. Man. Okay, so I had a really awesome time Wednesday night with my Jeep for like 1 hour. I just drove around the city to see my grandpa. It was very fun. And I want to show you about it. I want to show it to you. I want to tell you more about it. But I'm trying to keep it a secret. And I'm being so prissy. But I've waited so long now, I can't just not follow through. I'm waiting until I have all my vehicles in one space to finally make a video about my vehicles in my garage. But it just never works out because there's always one going somewhere, and now it just got way more complicated. So I drove that back yesterday, totally fine. Heard a little ticking noise, and I thought that was some other part of the engine that was supposed to be there. Like, whatever. This morning, though, as I was doing errands with it, the ticking got worse quickly, and I was stressed out. I thought the motor's blown, something's wrong. And I was like, well, I'm not convinced it's the motor, but I gotta treat it like it is, and I can't like drive it right now. Fortunately, my friend was at his shop and I was on the way, and I got to stop there and get a look at it. And the motor, the transmission, by all appearances are fine. That's fine. It's not that. But what it is something in the rear axle, whether it's the rear axle itself or the locker. But it probably got destroyed from all the power that the engine's putting into it. They're 44s. It should have been enough, but maybe it wasn't enough. Who knows? So I limped that Jeep home today to my house, and wow, I am not exaggerating when I tell you I literally just made it into the parking space in my garage, like just barely 5 minutes out from the house. I was like, I think I'm gonna stop right here on the side of the road and just be stuck 5 minutes from home and have to get towed somewhere. Like, I'm so close. But I made it, and I got up the driveway. It was like, I'm like, this is horrible. And then I got to the I got to the parking space. I was gonna pull forward, I guess 3 more feet in the garage, but it's like it won't go forward, and I'm like, it's broken, completely shot now. But I made it home, like, woo! But now I had my Jeep with the engine for one glorious day. Oh my gosh, for one glorious day. And now it's freaking ruined. Oh my gosh. So that really sucks. You know, I'm really glad that the engine's okay and stuff. That doesn't bug me. What bugs me is I waited 6 weeks to get it back. I had it for one day, and now it's broken again. And so it's gonna need to go to the shop. But of course, the shop is kind of booked out for like 3 more weeks. So that's 3 more weeks that's just gonna sit there, and I can't do anything about it. And who knows how long it's gonna take to actually fix. So 6 weeks without the Jeep, and now it's gonna be probably at least another month. First world problems, man, if ever there was a first world problem story. But it's sad, and it's probably frustrating for you, because I don't know what you want to, if you want to see it, but I want to show it off, but I refuse. I don't know. That's that story. This bike works so good. This axle is exceptionally not broken. Mother of God. This bike is the titties. Do me a favor, in the comments, take a vote. I don't know how you're gonna take a vote. Maybe I can put up a poll. If I can put up a poll, I'll put one up right now. I think you can do that on YouTube. But I want to see a vote of, would you rather I just made videos of the vehicles as I'm going through them, like I normally do, and just keep giving you updates, or should I just keep holding out until I have them all together and I make the final video? I'm not like I'm going to follow through with the popular opinion. I'm just curious. I kind of feel like if you split 50-50, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it really leans one way more than the other. Okay, well, I'm literally just coming out to Quick Trip. Well, mainly I'm just riding because I have to record now. It's Friday night. But also, I really want some Nosai, because I wanted to have some pizza. I haven't had pizza in a long time. I'm just thinking any Nos for that. So, ka-chow. I just remembered a story. I'll tell you after I'm not inside. I don't have to whisper anymore. Get the big ones this time. Get the 24-ounce Nos. Okay, here's the 411. So, Dad, Mom, my friend Jordan, Maryland, sent me a thermos for my Nos, which was really cute. That's like girlfriend material right there. But he got the wrong size. He got like a 24-ounce, and I was like, well, if I get a 24-ounce Nos, I'll try it. And so I just realized when I go to get Nos today, I need to go get these big ones, because I'm really curious to see how that works. Anyway, that's all that is. But that's probably, is that gonna be the highlight of my day? I think it will be. Just getting that gift was nice. I like thoughtful gifts like that. Like, hey, this actually makes sense. Thanks for thinking of me. Everybody knows that about me. Walterific loves his Nos. Except Nos. Nos doesn't know that I love them, but oh well, you guys know. Man, I missed my Jeep already. I just did like an engine braking. Whoa! And he just did a brake braking. Who knows why? If he had a turn signal, maybe I would have to read his mind. There you go. Anyway, I miss my Jeep now because, man, that engine braking, everything about it is so cool. I can't wait to show you, but we are all of us gonna have to wait. Out of posterity, we're gonna have to hit the highway as quickly as possible. Well, not as quickly as possible, but darn quick. Yikes, get there, boy. Oh, buddy. Woohoo! I didn't look down the odometer, but It's probably the fastest I've ever gone this bike. That's possible. Oh, that's what it was. I knew there was one more thing. So, while I'm just kind of let you know what's going on with the Jeep, I had intended to sell my touring bike, the one I used to ride to South Dakota to get it. I've been intending to sell it at some point because the reason I bought it was to ride with Dad Mode, but now I can't. And then he sold his to buy his new bike that he was going to use for the race. And then I thought, well, I'll sell mine to buy my vehicle for the race. And since my vehicle is going to race with is the Jeep now, it would make sense that I would sell it to pay for the Jeep. And the next thing I have to do the Jeep is huge freaking axles. And of course, I don't want to sell the bike. I never want to sell a bike. I always want to keep all of them. But currently, the plan is to sell that bike, which will then pay for the axles. And then fixing the axles, you know, may fix the problem that I have right now. But, you know, if I ever want to drive that Jeep again, if I ever want to be able to afford the axles, I kind of have to sell the bike anyway. So if I can, I'll sell it. If anybody is interested in it, I'll probably post it on Instagram when I'm finally deciding to sell it. You know, I don't want to. That bike's got like not 4,000 miles yet. Whatever. If you're interested, go on my Instagram because I'll post it there. But that's going to be sad. That's going to be sad when that happens. But that's the thing. Oh, and that's something else. It's not all sad. This is something I mentioned when I recorded in South Dakota. I'm getting a new bike. There's going to be a 5th bike in my bike family. What the heck? That scared the crap. That was a cop. I'm like, cops don't do that. Oh, there's nobody there. He's just dead. Okay, cool. Anyway, there's going to be a 5th bike unless, of course, I sell my touring bike. But I'm getting a new one. It's a secret, but of course, when I have it, I'll make a Finally Friday on that, and that'll be fun. Okay, that's all I have to say. Sorry that this Finally Friday is late, but at least it's fresh. I will see you guys next week. Bye.